Hi everyone, I'm Matthew from Bushiroad and I'm one of the developers for Dragoborne Rise to Supremacy. With me is game designer Mike Elliott.
Hi, I'm Mike Elliott. I'm the designer for Dragoborne Rise to Supremacy. Previously, we've told you about the card types in the game, and we've shown you the playmat and where everything goes during the game. In this episode, we're going to walk you through a sample turn sequence so you can see all of the different actions that you can take during the course of the game. Each player's turn is broken up into a number of phases, and these phases are the same for each player each turn. The first phase is the start phase. The start phase is broken up into 4 steps. The first step is the stand step. Cards that are turned sideways are in the rest state. During the stand step, turn all rested cards face up so that they're properly oriented. Next is the dice step. Take your 3 dice wherever they are on the board and roll them. Next is the draw step. Take the top card of your deck and draw it into your hand. Next is the resource step. Flip up the top card from your deck into your resource zone and face it upside down so that the bottom strip is showing. Note, the resource step is skipped during the first turn. Now we move on to the main phase. During the main phase, you can do a number of actions. You can do these actions in any order. The first action you can do is to summon a creature. To summon the creature, take the creature from your hand, pay the resource cost. Remember to include at least one card of the color that matches the creature. You may play the creature out onto a fort. Each fort may have up to 2 creatures. The other thing you can do is cast spells. To play a spell, take the spell from your hand, play it out, again paying the resource cost, of which one card must match the color of the spell. Resolve any text on the spell, and when you're done, place the card in the discard pile. Another thing you may do is place ambush cards out. You'll notice at the top of each fort there's a spot for ambush cards. Each fort may have up to 1 ambush card. To play out an ambush, play the card out face down, paying 2 resources of any color, regardless of the ambush card's color. You may also choose to move or switch creatures on your forts. The last thing you can do is assign dice. This can only be done one time. You may assign a dice as a Drago shield by placing it in front of the fort. A Drago shield serves as a defender to the fort, but it must be placed on the same fort that matches the color. So for example, the yellow die must be placed in front of the yellow fort. The green die can only be placed in front of the green fort. The other way you can assign dice is you may assign the dice to a creature, or Drago cross it. When you Drago cross a creature, the creature gets +1 attack and +1 endurance, regardless of the color of the die that you use. Now we move on to the combat phase. During the combat phase, you're going to attack with your creatures one by one, but we're going to deal with that in a later section, so we'll go over it lightly now. An important thing to note is if you are the first player of the game, you cannot attack during the combat phase on your first turn. Lastly, we'll move into the end phase. During the end phase, if any player has no forts remaining, that player loses the game and the opposing player is the winner. Also during the end phase, if you have more than 7 cards in your hand, which is the maximum, you have to discard down to 7 cards. Choose which cards you want to discard and place them in your discard pile. Lastly, any creatures that have received damage heal at this point, and all damage is removed. Damage does not carry over to the opposing player's turn. When you're done with all these phases, your turn is over and the turn moves on to the opposing player.
Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. For the next in the series, please click here.